It seems to me that the world is headed for what you call a global civil war between the left and the right. Right now, the Marxist menus are rising in California, attacking and trying to destroy the United States from within. There's an invading army. An invading army that is going under the guise of migrants, but really they are invaders. And the brave Trump administration is fighting them with every force it can. The battle is not over. Like a ghoul that rises from the grave every 10, 50, or 30 years, the far left has risen again. A new guise of wokeism, which is night of the living dead in terms of life in this world. The only people who have power under the communists are the Marxist leadership, which exist with their own riches and their power, feisting and parasitically living off those who are better, more vibrant than us, and more close to the Lord on high heaven. This battle is held. In the last few newspapers, North Korea oath out for the Russians. Russians are pawns of the left. Biden wants to reestablish the Russian Empire. He looks fondly back at the times of Stalin, when Russia was powerful militarily, but spiritually dead. That spiritual deadness, that unbelief in God, that atheism, eventually ate away at the very foundations of Russia, and leaving a malignant criminal state trying to grab past glories. Little Ukraine has fought a great battle. It's unfortunate that we're learning out of Ukrainians. It's unfortunate they may lose. Unless Putin is struck down by fate, it would seem that he has enough power, enough control over the Russian population to conquer the Ukraine and subjugate its people. Genocidal war is truly going on in Ukraine. Ukrainians fight for their very survival of their spiritual, and people of Ukraine are dying by the millions, or soon will be, unless there's divine intervention in their behalf. We who believe in God, unlike the woke, have faith that victory will be ours one day. North Korea, oath of our Russians. Now, the cheese eater of North Korea has sided with the vodka, Mr. Vodka, and is sending North Korean troops. But the North Korean troops are not proving to be particularly apt at fighting. They have that common fire for the communist regimes that they exist. This Russia communist, it's gangsterism. Israel is under attack by the most evilest force ever released in history, Hamas. Oh yes, they seem like a delicious food, but they kidnap children. They kidnap and murder the elderly, the vulnerable, the victims of the Holocaust, the most brutal way possible, and publicize. At least the Nazis and the KGB didn't publicize and project their forces to the world. But one can say the left is truly evil. It is a living incarnation of evil. And Israel is, in comparison, a sainthood. They've tried their best to mitigate collateral damage. But when kidnappers are hiding behind women and children, what can you do? The lie that Israel is fostering genocide on 2 million Palestinians is not true. It was the Palestinians, represented by Hamas, who wish to exterminate every Jew in Israel, and probably the world itself. Borderline crisis. We have our own crisis. 2 million people were let into the country. Many agents of foreign governments, Venezuela, Cuba, the Congo, every country, South Africa, every left-wing country is sending its Felsom and Jetsam to spoil the American body politic. It's not racism we don't have these people. It's because they are Marxists, or chaotic criminals. The battle is on. Trump, our glorious leader, will triumph. They called him Hitler, Stalin. Ultimately, he has the mannerisms of Mussolini. But no, Trump is a good man. He is the instrument of God, his truth. The bullets that missed him, the defeat of an establishment that was very corrupt in the United States by one man, one marvelous snake oil salesman. Well, I'd like to have some of that snake oil. He's no pawn of the rich, he is the rich, and he's one of the most glorious men who has ever lived. No pause in sight for the war going on in Ukraine. Fungus. Right now, the primary enemy of the United States, we intertwined with the fungus that the communist agents, red Chinese agents, the students are letting, it's a question of war against the United States. We are at war with China. China is at war with us. Well, my saying is the Chinese are red and yellow. And we don't want to acknowledge that a foreign enemy or primary enemy is not white, making us racist. We do. No, not racist. Royalty straight minutes. Night owl may bring on dementia. It would seem to myself that I potentially a victim of dementia. So I'm up all night worrying about the fate of the world. But all guns point to Cuomo. When a man who murdered, and let's say Cuomo did murder quite a few in New Yorkers by his incredibly stupid uh, decisions on the quote that the disease was plague that projected here. But he looks good, even though he cups a feel in this office, and he is handy with the hands. But that his demise on that was because of the policies of the radical feminists. In truth, he's better than the Marxists who are trying to run for office now, who are anti-Semitic, anti-American, pro-Marxist. They will not win. They will be destroyed, as all who oppose God. The party poopering. Party poopering. This is the lesbian who represented the party administration. Lie. Who didn't see Biden's lies mentally. These lies are so incredibly obvious to the average American. It's beyond belief. We will defeat the left or die trying. Our battle is with the left, which represents all that is evil in the universe. His ditty was a product of the left. The pig pimp is going down child molestation or brutalization of women or his orgies. He's incriminated many black men and men. He is true organized crime, although Lucky Luciano didn't have anything on him. Podium, rooms, shunning. Podium, a woman, a young woman, a beautiful, courageous woman, has rejected competing with men in drag. That's all they are. The transgender movement is Scientology with castration of children and the utilization of women. Women's sports must survive. Women's sports is fine, but coercion and a state that supports this hoax is greatly evil. One day, transgenderism will be seen as an aberration, a disease, a mental disease, and a willful contagion, and we will be free of them. They will disappear as in a vapor. Leadership, meaning women doesn't want to support um, Jewish groups. Because Jews know that the Holy Land was given to them by God in circumstance. Yes. The fates will be cloned. No, almost on campus. A hate group on campus. Nazis, left-wing Nazis. Ah, you can't fool the people. They rely with their statistics out. The things are getting better in New York, and we all know it. Rise to my ears, what is happening? Ah, for a lighter note, Kenny, the woman who they had sex with people, Kardashian, said that she was naturally getting more through puberty. My dear, we're not fools. Although I say a boob job is one of the finest in history. There may be dark times ahead for humanity, but at least we know boobs are in the okay. Boobs okay. Ah, get the hell out of here. The man who likes to firebomb Jewish survivors of the Holocaust is going to be jetted out to Egypt and his family too. We all know they're hateful monsters. I don't believe that we should. Well, I think he'll be shot, actually. Let's hopefully with an inferior. Not that long. Uh, game changers. Game changers. Game has changed. Mr. Trump is in charge. Good man. The man whose God is intervening in his side. Ah, target small towns. What they want to destroy is a small town America by overwhelming it with illegals and making votes irrelevant and numbers irrelevant. America's small towns won't be overwhelmed. They'll go down fighting. Boosting Catholics. Catholic Church has to overthrow its left-wing mediums, become a force with teeth, battling the threat of both radicalism, what lesbians represent in terms of the mafia, and in terms of the more radical folks, you can say, organizations of the Arabs, of the Muslims, were distortions of Islam, a cherry pick predestination. One day, Islam will be more peaceful and be free of these evil forces that eat its very soul. Uh, Mr. Trump been dealing with the devil. I have faith in Mr. Trump. He knows how to deal with the devil. He'll outwit the devil himself. Ice Rage was suing US city. South, we must lay siege in sanctuary cities, defeat their forces. The only thing they have left is the courts, the Marxist courts. What happened? Courts have no armies. They will be constitutional crisis. Martial law will be declared, and we will dispense with the rest. The rest is maximum Susan. Then he seeks no evidence. He is a murderer of a man who may have been guilty or not, but he is an evil man, practical man, and leftist. Hold on more high. This evil man will not get away with it. He will die in the death penalty. Transgenderism is going to destroy female sports unless women unite against. Anyway, said my piece. The loneliness of Paris seems so sadly gay. The glory that was Rome is of another day. I felt terribly alone and forgotten in Manhattan. I'm going where the slime roam about the town. I left my heart in the malignant tumor that is San Francisco. High above a bridge, smudged with feces, where little commies roam around like a bunch of left-wing clowns. But one day an army of the right will lay siege. Yes, indeed, my love waits there in San Francisco.